So, here's my third video of the day because Amazon actually finally delivered Scareglow. Yeah, here's the whole sordid story of me trying to buy Scareglow. Is back in May when I pre-ordered like every other figure in this wave. You can go back and see the videos I did for Manny Faces, Orko, and Trapjaw. I also ordered Scareglow. So I had Scareglow on the way, and for whatever reason, that figure got like super delayed and pushed back. And in fact, like last time I checked that one, which was just a couple of days ago, uh, it said that it still didn't have a shipping date for it, and I just thought that was completely ridiculous. So I got really frustrated, and I finally just canceled that figure, and it refunded like the $15 or so worth of gift cards that I'd spent to get Scareglow. And then, of course, the next thing I did was I went immediately to look at what Masters of the Universe Origins figures that they had available to see if maybe there would be another one that I could get with my $15 worth of gift cards, because I was frustrated and disappointed by the whole Scareglow experience. And I saw they happened to have another Scareglow on there for $15, so I don't know why they didn't just ship me that one. So yeah, I went ahead and ordered that, and a couple of days later, finally got my Scareglow. So, order them once, 3 months go by and nothing. Order them the second time, get them like 2 days later. So, that's pretty crazy. So yeah, Scareglow, evil ghost of Skeletor. Does that mean that he is a ghost that is Skeletor dead, came back as a ghost? Or does that mean that he is as the classics put it, an evil ghost serving Skeletor? I like the ambiguity. I like that it could be either one. So you can debate that in the comments below, because people love to argue on the internet. But I like the mystery of it. I like kind of wondering if maybe he is a dead Skeletor. He is from the future, after all, so he could be a Skeletor in the future that died. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's look at the artwork coming back first. So we got Scareglow leaping down at Prince Adam and Clamp Champ, which makes sense because they were both featured in the comic that also featured Scareglow, because Clamp Champ and Scareglow came out the same year. And it says, "A walking horror from a different dimension, Scareglow radiates fear and terrifies his victims." So if he's from a different dimension, he could be like an alternate universe version of Skeletor, or Skeletor himself is from another dimension. So yeah, that doesn't really settle whether or not he's the evil, like actually ghost of Skeletor, like Skeletor died and came back as a ghost. Let's open him up, because I've waited long enough for this guy. So there we go. His halberd already fell down. So there's that. And I wish I'd thought to get the one out of Castle Grayskull so that I could compare it and see if it's the same sculpt as that one. I kind of suspect it's not, though, because this one seems more like the original one. I don't know, I could be wrong. So there's the comic, but I've already talked about this comic in a previous video, so we're not going to talk about it this time. And then there's Scareglow out of the package. Finally have a Scareglow. I'm very happy. And the package is a little beat up, but it was one that I got from like Amazon warehouse deals. I still paid full retail price for it, but it was an Amazon warehouse deal. You would think it would be cheaper, but I guess because these have been, selling so quickly, they decided to go ahead and sell it for full retail. I'm not complaining. I don't care. I open my action figures anyway, so I don't need it to be in a mint package. And besides, like, I'm just happy to have this thing and not have to pay a ridiculous price for it. So I'm going to pull the bubble off of that, and I'm going to put that in the rest of my cards as soon as I'm done with this video. So, like every other figure in this line, Scareglow's cape is going through the plastic tray here. So I'm going to cut the plastic tray away from the figure because that is the best way to get the cape out without damaging it. And I don't really care about this plastic tray. I'm just going to throw it away anyway. So I'd much rather cut it up than risk even leaving the slightest mark on this figure. But honestly, he's packed in here so tight. You can see the cape is actually like kind of muffin topping there. So really, I wish they hadn't done it this way. This is going to be tricky. Because now I'm having a hard time getting the knife in there in such a way where, like, it won't cut the cape. It's that tight. So, not too happy with how they packed this figure. Ugh, jeez. Hopefully that got it. I don't think it did. Man. This is insane. Okay, let me try it. Maybe if I press the cape down, and I'm trying to get it to cut through the plastic tray. I think I just about got it. There we go. Alright. So, and he's still got a rubber band holding it down behind the cape. Bad form, Mattel. Bad form. I really don't know what you were thinking here. It's like you want us to be able to take the action figures out of the package, right? I mean, I want to be able to take the action figures out of the package. I'm going to pull these rubber bands out and toss them in the little trash bag that I have below. That was from my breakfast a couple of days ago, and I just, sometimes like to keep a little bag by my couch so I can throw little bits of garbage in there, like those rubber bands, for example. Not big enough to fit those, the bubble and the tray in there, though. Otherwise, I would have done that already. So here is Scareglow. And when they first put out this figure, I thought he was going to have an actual cloth cape, but it is a molded plastic cape. And the reason I was fooled is because if you look at it, they actually have, like, a cloth texture sculpted into it, like, as if it was, like, this is, like, 1-1 to how real cloth would be on this figure, like, scaled up. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Like if it was made out of actual fabric, that's the texture that it would have on there, because it would be, fabric that, is much larger than... You understand what I'm saying. They put a texture on there to make it look like fabric. And he's got a little cord that connects it in the front, which I'm going to want to be careful of because I don't want to break it. But I'm going to go and pop his head off, which his head is actually really hollow. So it came off really easily. I'm going to take the cape off because I want to have a look at the body of the figure. Now this plastic is really translucent. And, most glow-in-the-dark plastic is at least somewhat translucent because, you want the light to penetrate into the plastic to activate the phosphorescence, that makes it glow in the dark. But this is particularly translucent. You can't 100% see through it, but when I hold it up to the monitor, so the camera can get it, like, I can actually see light shining through the monitor, through the figure, even through the more solid parts, like the arms and the thighs. So yeah, and you can tell that the printing on here is kind of messed up. Like, see how that rib is, like, ridiculously thick? But that's how all of these are. They're all like this. None of them have the printing quite 100% correct. That's why a lot of people were buying up Undertakers, because they wanted to use the Undertaker torso for this, but Scareglow has a more yellowy sort of plastic, so it's not going to match. I was never able to find the Undertaker, so doesn't have any printing on the hands. He's got printing on the arms. It's kind of vaguely bone-like, but I don't think it's, it's like they were trying to copy the bone pattern that was on the original figure, but they couldn't quite get it for whatever reason. So, Anyway, let's go ahead and put the cape back onto him. Alright, so right now it's daytime, and I got light coming through my windows. And even if I shut this light off, I don't think that I would be able to show off the glowy feature too well. So I'm not going to do it right now. But I am going to, later on, shoot another video where I'll have Scareglow under some black light, and then we can see how well he glows. So I might put that as a separate video on the channel, or I might tack it on to the end of this. It's going to depend a lot on how long that video is going to be. So, and again, since I don't really have internet in my house right now, long story, I'm not going to get into it. I don't know exactly when I'm going to upload this. Anyway, so the halberd fits in his hand just fine. I think the handle's a little thick, but it still fits in there pretty well. You know, some of these weapons, the handles are a little thicker than they need to be, but I think I'd rather have them be too thick and have the characters still be able to grip them, but it kind of stretches out the hands a little bit, versus having them be like too thin and then the characters can't grip them at all. And you can see that you can get them into kind of a good two-handed pose with the thing because of the new articulation, but obviously he can't grip it with the other hand because it's that kind of open Skeletor hand. And he's got a great head sculpt. To me, this looks exactly like I remember the original one is looking. I've got it, the original Scareglow, but he's packed away right now with a lot of my older figures, and I can't really get to him. But he looks like I remember Scareglow looking. And my original Scareglow, I bought him at a yard sale for 50 cents. Everybody's going to hate me for that. Actually, I don't even think it was 50 cents. I think it was like a quarter. But I got him really cheap, but he doesn't have any of the accessories. That's why I was kind of hoping this one would have a fabric cape, because I was thinking maybe if I got a second one, I could give the accessories, like the cape and the halberd, to my old Scareglow, and he could have them. But, you know, with this plastic cape, I'm not sure how well it would fit over the head of the vintage Scareglow. So, oh well. Maybe I'll just see if I can make one somehow. But anyway, that's pretty much it for right now. So, if I don't have a chance to say so in the glow-in-the-dark video, then I'm going to try to tack at the end of this one, probably. And I might make it a separate video, so I'll go ahead and say this now. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and all the other YouTube stuff down below. Leave a comment and let me know what you think of this figure. And, you know, would you rather have had a fabric cape? Are you happy with the plastic cape? Do you think that, since it is a plastic cape, maybe they should have just had it be smooth, like normal plastic capes? Or do you like that texture? Do you think that texture, like, makes it look too much like a toy? I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm interested to hear what you think. And we will talk to you next time. Bye.